Hey guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. This is Chapter 601 of Freezing the World. I built a doomsday safe house. Without further delay, let's dive into the chapter. The chapter opens with Bai Li and our protagonist Zhang Yi in conversation. Bai Li asks Zhang Yi for his thoughts after analyzing the situation. Zhang Yi responds, expressing surprise at how troublesome the opponent turned out to be. However, Bai Li reminds him that Deng Shintong mentioned something crucial. Zhang Yi has the ability to deal with Jinguji Saikairo. Zhang Yi, skeptical, warns Bai Li not to jump to conclusions before hearing the full story. But Bai Li pushes further, pointing out that during the eclipse, 5 people were killed, 4 of whom died at Zhang Yi's hands. This raises a critical question. How was he able to bypass the opponent's predictive abilities? If the cause and effect balance remained unchanged, those deaths shouldn't have been possible. Zhang Yi acknowledges his combat prowess, but emphasizes a major obstacle. He cannot permanently eliminate opponents with continuous regeneration abilities. Bai Li, thinking outside the box, asks if Zhang Yi could trap the enemy in his alternate dimension. However, Zhang Yi explains that while his dimension can absorb non-living objects, living beings must enter voluntarily. It's not something he can force. At this point, Bai Li, clearly excited, suggests a bold solution. Then just smash him into pieces and throw him into another dimension. Zhang Yi, visibly hesitant, reacts in disbelief. Is this even human language? Do you think I'm Deng Shintong? He reminds Bai Li that his abilities focus on defense, not repeated executions like Deng Shintong. The conversation then shifts as Yang Xinxin joins in, recalling a crucial battle detail. When Deng Shintong fought Jinguji Saikairo, the shrine maiden Mayumi Teichi was also present. Zhang Yi immediately picks up on the hint, asking whether Mayumi's presence influenced the fight's outcome. Yang Xinxin theorizes that Jinguji Saikairo's abilities, immortal regeneration, fire manipulation, and enhanced physical strength, should not include time-related powers. This suggests that Mayumi Takeuchi was the one granting him temporal abilities. In other words, if Mayumi is eliminated first, Jinguji Saikairo's combat effectiveness could drop by at least 30%, making him significantly easier to defeat. Zhang Yi acknowledges the logic in this strategy, agreeing that it's a highly probable approach. Bai Li reassures Zhang Yi, telling him not to take on too much pressure. His main task is to counter the predictive abilities of the Eclipse Moon Priestess. As for Jinguji Saikairo, someone else will handle him. Zhang Yi, curious, asks, "You mean Gao Changkong?" Bai Li nods, confirming that Gao Changkong is better suited for the task, but remains secretive about his abilities. However, he hints that Gao Changkong will likely lead the operation, while the rest of them only need to cooperate. Zhang Yi, with a knowing smile, reflects on how people who don't understand power struggles live much easier lives. They just follow orders, while he has to plan 3 steps ahead before making a move. He sighs, exhausted by the constant strategizing. Finally, with a thoughtful expression, Zhang Yi suggests, "Let's talk about this later." But as he rests his chin on his hand, an idea suddenly strikes him. The conversation continues with Bai Li offering assistance to Zhang Yi, assuring him that any equipment he needs can be sent over immediately. However, Zhang Yi confidently refuses, stating that they should go and collect the equipment themselves. After all, they need a significant amount of weapons and gear. As Bai Li glances at Zhang Yi, a thought crosses his mind. I hope Zhu Shuai can handle this. Scene shift. Zhu Zheng's office. We see Zhu Zheng reviewing some documents at his desk, when suddenly, the telephone rings. Telephone receiver ring. Zhu picks up the call, and on the other end, an urgent voice reports. Zhu Shuai. Zhang Yi and Zhu Shuai used their spatial abilities to acquire a massive stockpile of weapons. The quantity is, well, a bit exaggerated. Zhu Zheng, stunned, exclaims, "What?" Meanwhile, back at the warehouse, Zhang Yi grins mischievously, using his spatial ability to store an endless amount of weapons. He's grabbing everything in sight like a man possessed. With a satisfied nod, he mutters to himself, "This row of weapons looks good, take it all." Nearby, an officer, overwhelmed by the situation, stands beside Zhang Yi with tears in his eyes and pleads, "Zhu Shuai, the warehouse is running out of weapons." Zhu Zheng sighs and responds with amusement. This kid really lives by the motto, If you don't take advantage of a good opportunity, you're a fool. It's fine, just give him whatever he wants. The officer hesitates for a moment before presenting more powerful artillery. I have some heavy machine guns here. Please take a look. Without a second thought, Zhang Yi declares, take them all. And with that, the chapter comes to an exciting end. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates. Let's meet again in the next video. Until then, stay tuned and enjoy.